Now this is a tool for setting the clearance on your brake blocks. If you have rim brakes like I have, rim brakes like I have, there we are, the old-fashioned V-brake, still very efficient. But wheel's a bit wet. Right, so this here, the front edge is quite thin and the rear edge is thicker. So that means your brakes, when you align them correctly, are towed in. So the leading edge of the tyre, as the wheel comes round, or the edge, this edge here that touches the wheel first is slightly outwards. So anyway, I'm going to fix that on. So that's fixed onto the tyre, to the wheel rim. I'm going to rotate that round over. Well, I've already checked it and it's perfectly fine at the moment. So this is firmly lined up with the top groove there. There's a little bit of a gap, but that's okay. That is now this screw. You loosen this screw off, you wiggle your brake around until you can get it flat and level with that rim. If I bring it back, there we go. See that little rim there? That's where your brake block rubs up against. So push that back in. There we go. So that side's done. Come around the other side. Now this side, that's up against that rim, and it's up against the rim there. If you can see it, is it in focus? Yeah, it's in focus. So you loosen this off, wiggle your brake block around until it's flat and up to that mark, and then you torque it down. I believe it's 7 Newton meters for this bike. So using the torque wrench, you tighten that down to 7 Newton meters. And that's your brake blocks set on your rear, well, on your bike. If you have V-brakes or cantilever brakes or any other type of brakes, that's the best way of doing it. You used to use a 5p piece. Wedge your 5p piece behind the brake block here. As long as it touched at the front, you were fine. You had it, that was the way of getting what they call the toe in correct. Anyway, so that's the brake blocks adjusted. All I've got to do now is rotate the wheel backwards, pull that off, back over there, and then up at the handlebars, if I can see, up at the handlebars is I have to increase this to increase the tension so that the brakes aren't touching, but they're close enough. There we go, unscrew, unscrew, unscrew. You get quite a lot of room to play here. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There we go, that's the brake blocks. See, there's plenty of room there, that's the wheel tight. I'd be skidding at that. Come back round here. If we can get a decent shot. There we go. We've got enough clearance there, not to hinder the wheel as it rotates, but we've got enough brake lever response to apply the brakes and bring us to a sudden stop. Yeah, that's my rear light. Anyway, that's it. That's the old-fashioned V-brakes. At the front, I've got disc brakes because I changed the forks. I've got suspension forks with hydraulic disc brakes, and I'll do one of those, adjusting the hydraulic disc brakes later on.